Welcome back, viewers. This is the final segment of Tobago Agenda. And I have the attractive and dynamic young, I would have to call you a playwright, but she is a complete package in the theater business, Ricia Paul. So you viewing at home and those viewing on the internet, let us just go through this final segment as we address some more issues and perspectives with Ricia about the whole development of theater and its direction. Ricia, before we took the break, I was talking about the absence of arrangements to even have a 3-day production run. And you were about to give feedback in terms of, just continue with your own feedback in terms of the challenge where that is concerned.
Well, the obvious challenge or something like that is a location, a physical location to have it. And a number of people are saying, oh my gosh, we have the complex that's going to be open very soon. But such a location is too large for like a 3D thing. Particularly if it's that you want it to be like a continuous thing, you want it to be like financially viable or whatever. You may not necessarily get such a large audience to fill that entire place for 3 consecutive days, say like every 3 months or so.
Right.
Because normally when they have like a 3-day run, they would run it like for the entire weekend for like say several weeks.
Okay.
Now there are only so many people on the island. It's a very, very small island, so that location may not necessarily be suitable to having like a full 3D showing of a production. An actual smaller venue would be most suitable for something like that.
It is quite possible that in the design, the interior design of the Shore Park Cultural Complex, since it is supposed to be a one-size-fits-all type of facility, that some attention would have been paid to being able to capture that place, have it so fitted that it could take on a theater environment. Do you believe there's still a chance, even though that is not done, may not have been done, that there is still a chance to so put the facility in gear that we can achieve what you believe ought to be happening?
Well, I have not even given
Have you been to Napa, for example?
No, I've only seen photographs. But I know in Jamaica there is a theater called Little Theater, and there is the big Little Theater and a smaller one around the side. So people would use the larger one for like a bigger performance, and then the small one that could house like say 150 people, if so much, and they would use that one or whatever for plays that would run like for weeks and weeks and weeks going. So it's not necessarily like a huge location you're looking for when you want to run a play for several weekends.
Now we can have the facility in terms of that, but one of the major challenges with facilities like that is the question of the lighting. What are your own thoughts in terms of the lighting environment for theater and even the Shore Park Cultural Complex? What would you suggest ought to be in place?
Given my experiences on the island thus far, as it relates to the different businesses that do lighting, I am not sure that there is sufficient
capacity
in order to get the kind of lighting that like you would really want to get, because it's like I've found the challenges in terms of describing to people, okay, hey, I want like a specific type of light, and it's like I'm speaking Russian or something, or I would say like I want a particular kind of light setup, and then they would say, okay, hey, yes, we can do this, and then when you get there, it's something completely different that is not in any way conducive to the effect that you're trying to achieve. So for me personally, for my next production, I'm actually looking to kind of outsource.
Right, I understand that, because you got to keep that professional standard. And we always say that in Tobago we could still find people who are prepared to handle the professional standard.